Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election held in Nigeria on February 25, 2023, and the result controversially announced on March 1st, 2023, despite the protestations of the opposition parties. Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu was declared the winner of the election and he was sworn in on May 29, 2023. However, the matter of his emergence remains in court, and most Nigerians are waiting for the courts to tell them who actually won the election, whether it was Tinubu or someone else that won that election. Now, while Nigerians wait and all eyes on the judiciary to determine the final outcome of the 2023 presidential election, events are happening. And one of them is that of Atiku Abubakar, who has gone to Chicago to get academic records of Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Okay, now Atiku Abubakar recently took, mocked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over his academic records. Atiku, who is challenging the authenticity of Tinubu's degree, that's degree certificate issued by Chicago State University, United States, stated that Nigerians should be confused as he is about Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu's academic records. And he said, and I quote, he said, President Tinubu's declaration that he had no primary and secondary education, yet he has a university degree, is a puzzle to him. Atiku tweeted in his verified Twitter handle. This is what his Twitter handle says. And remember, it means Atiku authenticated this Twitter message. Don't forget that there was a time somebody tweeted in condemnation of a girl that was murdered in Sokoto State over blasphemy. Atiku handle condemned it. Atiku later came back to claim he didn't authorize that message. But at least this one, he has not come out about over 48 hours since it appeared. He has not come out to say that he didn't say this. Now I'm quoting him what he said in his Twitter handle. He said, I woke up this morning wondering how we got to this cul-de-sac. In 1999, at official Abbott, that's Bola Ahmed Tinubu, claimed to attended St. John's Primary School, Areola, Lagos, before proceeding to children's home school in Ibadan. According to him, his next port of call in his educational journey was Government College, Ibadan, and Richard Daley College and Chicago State University in the United States. Curiously, in 2023, Tinubu settled with attending only at Chicago State University. I am scratching my head. How is that possible? Me thinks that all well-meaning Nigerians should be as confused as I am with Tinubu's declaration that he had no primary and secondary education, yet he has a university degree. You may wish to hashtag ask Tinubu how he attained this feat so that we can learn from his ingenuity. That's Atiku Abubakar. It's interesting because actually, while Atiku try to make light of this matter, the information contained in this is actually loaded with issues that really will leave a lot of Nigerians scratching their head. How can you not have primary and secondary education, yet you have a degree? Can you build something on nothing? Is it possible that Tinubu was an academic wizard who didn't have to go to primary and secondary school and then went straight to university and got a degree? But curiously, like Atiku noted, in 1999, he listed schools he had attended. So why did he not declare the same schools in 2023? That is a loaded question begging for an answer. Why is it that the schools he itemized in 1999 that he attended in 2023, he didn't attend them anymore? He didn't attend primary and secondary education. Yet, he has a university degree from Chicago State University. That's what Atiku is asking. That's a question that people should ask in any decent society, in any society that believes in rule of law, in any society that believes in integrity in governance process. That's a question people should ask. But it is not surprising that many people are not asking this question because this is Nigeria. And you remember that a former Prime Minister of Great Britain, David Cameron, he said that Nigeria and Afghanistan are two most fantastically corrupt countries. So since Nigeria and Afghanistan are two most fantastically corrupt countries in the world, according to David Cameron, former Prime Minister of Great Britain, it is not surprising that things like this will happen and people are not going to be curious. People are not offended. People are not surprised. In fact, people are even defending it, that it doesn't matter, that those who are raising these issues are sore losers, that it's immaterial, that the man is a successful man. So it's those who are unsuccessful that are interested in this, that the man is a political wizard or sort of who can be able to make success of any political situation. Okay, so they don't want it to be an issue, but Atiku is raising it, and of course Atiku is not just raising it as a joke that he made here, but he's also raising it seriously in a court in Chicago. But it also adds among the curious things that happens in Nigeria. Okay, this joins in the long list of curious things that happens in Nigeria and that could only happen in Nigeria anyway. Just like former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, at the valedictory section of the Ninth Senate, he was looking straight to the eyes of the then outgoing Senate President, Ahmed Lawan. And he told Ahmed Lawan that we have to study your political, wizard or something like that. I can't really recall, but he was telling Ahmed Lawan that you need to write a book and tell us how you were able to maneuver your way back to the Senate. Because both of us, Okorocha was saying, both of us contested for the presidential ticket of the All Progressive Congress. Both of us, we contested for the presidential ticket of the All Progressive Congress. How did you manage to maneuver your way back to the Senate? After failing, he said both of us contested and failed to get the APC presidential ticket. Yet, you maneuver your way and return back to the Senate. He said you need to teach us how you were able to do it. But Ahmed Lawan don't have to write any book because this is Nigeria where things like that happen. Because under the Electoral Act and everything, it's clear that you cannot contest for two elective positions, even in your party. But Ahmed Lawan contested for presidential ticket of the APC, lost, and went back and picked the ticket of the Senate of his senatorial district. And today, he is part of the 10th Senate. Or of course, Rocha Sokorocha is not as smart as Ahmed Lawan, obviously, because he lost out in the presidential race and lost out totally. Now, Ahmed Lawan is not alone. The current Senate president, Senator Akpabio, Godswill Akpabio, he also lost in the presidential primaries of the APC. Curiously, he emerged the senatorial candidate of APC from Akwa Ibom State, and now he's sitting pretty as the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And that is not all. There are so many to list. Curious things that happen in Nigeria. Many people who saw the Senate's ninth Senate valedictory session saw Senator Bukachua openly saying that his wife helped his colleagues who had some legal challenges and that he himself facilitated it. If you go and watch that video of the valedictory session, you see the spirited effort that the then outgoing Senate President, Ahmed Lawan, did to stop her from talking, to stop him from talking. He said, this thing you are saying, we were telling him, this thing you are saying is not necessary now. Don't talk about it. It was Ahmed Lawan that stopped Bukachua, Senator Bukachua. He would have gone further to say so many things that will reveal so many things that can only happen in Nigeria. Of course, we know that Bukachua, his wife, was former president of the Court of Appeal. And I remember vividly that because of this fear of her husband interfering in her work, that was why in 2019 petition, Atiku Abubakar and PDP filed against the election of Muhammad Buhari, re-election of Muhammad Buhari. They demanded that Mrs. Bukachua, Justice Bukachua, recuse herself from that matter because her husband was a chieftain of the APC. That was what they demanded. PDP and Atiku demanded that. And they were granted that. But of course, at the end of the day, it didn't help Atiku's matter in the courts at that time. But it just shows you the strange things that happen in our country, Nigeria. So, Atiku Abubakar had just brought this issue to show that there is, that it should be something that should, make people to think. How do you get a university degree without primary and secondary education, unless you are a whiz kid, in the sense that you are so gifted that you don't need to have all those, and you will be shot up there straight to the university. There are special kids who are gifted for that. But Tinubu's case is different because he did admit in 1999 that he had primary and secondary education. Even strangely, in his last written address, where the issue of his certificate in Chicago was called to question, his lawyer said that the people should forget, said that they should forget about the university education of Tinubu, that he met the requirement ab initio, having attended a secondary school, that he has made the requirement to be president. So even that his university education is same material. So these are the contradictory things that could happen in Nigeria, and we live with it and move on. Okay, so these are it's interesting. At least it makes Nigerians to think. It makes Nigerians to think this kind of question that was posed by Atiku Abubakar, because he's a person who is an interested party in this issue of academic qualification of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has gone to Presidential Election Petition Tribunal over it. He has gone to Chicago Court over it. And it is not only that. People are still scratching their head. How Hope Uzodinma, Senator Hope Uzodinma, emerged governor of Imo State. People are still wondering how it happened. It is among some of the most curious things that happen in Nigeria. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.